Thanks for taking a moment to watch Momentum Moments, where we will literally boost your momentum and your motivation in moments. My name is Abe Brown, and I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and I'm a coach. I'm also the founder of Momentum Coaching. Momentum Coaching exists to engage, equip, elevate, and empower as we authentically serve. Now, even though the event I'm about to describe happened a long time ago, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 23 years old at the time. Now, I actually spent 23 years as a full-time pastor and ordained minister before getting into coaching. I'm still ordained, and in my 12 years as a full-time pastor in 2 different churches, I offered pastoral leadership and care to hundreds of people. I remember most funerals I was part of, but one I remember more clearly than the others. I was used to conducting funeral services packed full of people, often with hundreds in attendance. These funerals became celebrations of the life and contributions of the one who had passed. Though there was, of course, sadness, there was also gratitude for the life lived and all the contributions that that person had made. One funeral in particular stands out. It was in a smaller community. There was decent, kind, and caring people there. I was called by one of our local funeral homes to conduct a service for an older gentleman who had passed away. He had requested a minister preside at his funeral. Because I didn't know him, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but as I arrived, I was shocked to see an open casket. There was one mourner in attendance. I checked my watch and made sure I wasn't early. Actually, I was 5 minutes late. I decided to wait another 10 minutes to see if anyone else would arrive. And 15 minutes later, or 10 minutes later, it was 11:15 a.m., 15 minutes after the funeral was supposed to begin. There was one mourner, there was an open casket, and there was myself present to celebrate and remember a life of more than 70 years. I went through the motions of that funeral service, but I was forever shaken by that experience. I couldn't imagine living 70 years and connecting with so few people and touching so few lives. There would only be one attendee at my funeral, along with a paid minister. That event shook me to my core, and I resolved that I wanted to build a life that was full of life, full of love, full of community, and filled with making a difference. I've not lived a perfect life, far from it. But since that day, my resolve has been the following. Number 1, to fully live my life. Number 2, to completely and authentically love people. Number 3, to make a difference, to lead and influence others. Number 4, to give more than I receive. And number 5, to live in gratitude always. One of the things I've discovered in working with thousands of people over the years as a coach, a counselor, a speaker, a manager, a business leader, in many different contexts, is what I call the top 5 operating principles of the happiest, most successful people. Number 1 is they fully live their lives. Maya Angelou said life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. I'll tell you what, fully living your life, it's all about freedom. It's all about empowerment. It's all about living inspired and fulfilled, not chained by the expectations of others, but living that life that's inside and letting it out. Number 2, they completely and authentically love people. They have a wide circle. They operate in kindness, compassion, respect for others. They completely and authentically love people. They have a wide circle. They have healthy relationships. They care for their family, for their friends, for those that they work with. Number 3, they make a difference. They lead and influence others. I believe that our role on this planet is to leave a positive footprint on the world. We need to act like what we do makes a difference because it actually does. And so the happiest, most successful people, they make a difference. They lead and influence others. Pablo Picasso said the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. And so of course the happiest, most successful people, that's their desire. Number 4, they give more than they receive. They want to be a giver, not just a taker. They want to be someone who plants and not just someone who harvests. The abundance of the universe, the abundance of God flowing into us so we can pour it out to others. This is all about using our gifts and contributing to the world. Again, like I said, not being a taker, but being a giver, being a servant of others. The 5th principle of the happiest, most successful people is they live in gratitude always. You know what? The root of joy is gratefulness. Grateful people seem to attract the best in others and the best that the universe has, while the best in them is drawn out. And so let me just review those for you, what I call the top 5 operating principles of the happiest, most successful people. I guarantee you These 5 will change your life. They'll elevate your fulfillment. They will accelerate your performance. Fully living your life, completely and authentically loving people, making a difference, leading and influencing others, giving, of course, more than you receive, living in gratitude always. Thanks so much for watching. I would love it if you could offer your comments below. If you could like this video and if you could share it. Thank you. And go out and live out the top 5 operating principles of the happiest, most successful people. This now has become my personal mission statement since this day, and I hope it's yours, to live fully, to love authentically, to serve gratefully, to lead effectively, and make a difference. Thank you so much.